Yo, what's going on, guys? I just got home from work. I clocked in at 3 o'clock this morning. It's been a very hot, very rough day, not gonna lie. It's been a rough past few days, but, you know, there's a lesson in it and something that I learned and I wanted to share. Something that I've started to realize over the time I've been getting closer to God and talking to God, and things have been going my way, but it's the in-between leading up to what I asked for that really stood out to me. Be specific. Be specific with what you ask God. Be specific on how you pray and the prayers you are praying to God. And I say that to say this: God will deliver. It may not be when you want it. It may not be how you want it. And you may not understand it. But at the end of the day, He knows what's best. And there's a lesson out of everything that He teaches you and puts you through. And that's the whole point of it. He's trying to teach you. He's trying to test your faith. And that's something that I struggled with for so long. I would ask for patience. And I swear the next few days, everything under the sun would piss me the fuck off. I'm not gonna lie. Everything would irritate me. Just everything would be a complete inconvenience. Attitudes, confrontations, you name it, it would test my patience. But I kept my patience. And I kept my cool. And that was the whole thing. I prayed for better patience. I prayed for that. So He gave it to me and made me learn how to have patience. You see what I'm saying? He gave it to me in a way that I didn't want to earn it, a way that I didn't understand at the time, but He knew what was best for me. The same thing when somebody asked for bravery, somebody asked for courage. I asked for undeniable work ethic. And my job days were hard, were long. I was faced with so many different challenges in the workspace, in the gym, and everything. And now I look back on it and was wondering why. And that's because He was answering my prayer and He was building me up. He was molding me into what I was asking, but in His way, because He knows the best. So the lesson in it is, whatever you pray and whatever you ask for, make sure you are specific and you are ready to maintain your faith throughout the course of the next few days, weeks, months. When things start to feel like they're going wrong, or everything seems to be stacking up against you and testing you, that's God testing you and testing your faith to see if you're ready to take the deliverance of what you pray for. See, God will throw life at you and see how much of life you can take. But the thing is a lot of people want more out of life. But when life gets thrown at them and they get more of life, they fold. They don't want it no more. They want to give up. They want to run away from everything and anything. The whole thing is, you ask for that. God is building you up to see if you can hold the weight of His testimony that He has for you. And His testimony for you is built specifically for you so that you can bring people closer to God and closer to understanding. And for so many years, I used to say, man, God, why this? Why this happened to me? What I do to deserve this? Man, I do nothing wrong, blah, blah, blah. But the problem is I was too blinded to see that I was making a lot of mistakes. I was doing a lot of wrong. And I was not living right at all. I was in and out the streets my whole life. I was dropping out of school. I was off drugs, getting in fights. I was not close to God at all. I went to church, off and on, but I didn't feel close to God just because I went to church. I actually felt judged. I didn't feel comfortable in church. This last 5 years, when I changed my life and everything changed, And I started going to the gym. I started grinding harder. I started talking to God and praying to God early mornings, late nights, throughout the day on runs. That things started coming together. And my relationship with God has grown tremendously. And that's why I'm strongly a believer now, more than I ever been, is because I went through the worst. And I fucked up so many times, but yet he forgave me over and over again and presented opportunities for change. See, a lot of you people don't want to change. You don't want to take that step forward to change, to see your true potential in your higher self, to hold yourself to a higher standard. Everybody want to follow what everybody else doing. And until you can lock in with yourself, isolate yourself, and figure out what you want to do in your life, find your purpose, and get right with God, he's going to continue to show you that you're messing up. He's going to continue to show you the mistakes that you're making. You just may not understand them. And you're going to feel trapped in this loop. That's why I'm a strong believer in God. Too many times, he's came to my aid in my prayer. Sometimes when I least expected it. And sometimes it's the littlest things. He's gave me a better mindset. More faith that it's all going to work out. Giving me the courage to hop on camera and record these videos. Giving me the courage to, how do I put it, to be crazy enough to believe that I could be something and do what most people think I can't do. What I thought I couldn't do. Dropping out of high school and not having an education and being around people that are doing stupid stuff, you know what I'm saying? And once I realized that he's got me, my confidence, my courage, my faith, my risk, everything that I do is because of him. And everything that I have is because of him. And I stand on that behind everything. And I'll say that till I'm in that grave. Everything I got is because God. And I ain't never been want to be those people that come on here and preach about God and be specifically towards that. But I promise God that if I made it and if I got my life straight, that I would tell him it was him every chance that I got. And that's what I'm going to do. Whether it be with fighting, whether it be anything I do in life, the gym, work, I owe it all to God. And there's no way around it. I don't want to go on a long, super long, drawn out rant, but God is good, man. I would need y'all to start believing in yourself, start taking those risks, start getting out of your guys' comfort zone, start believing in yourself, putting God first, making him your friend. Don't just pray to him like a checklist. Lay there and actually talk to him, you know, like you're talking to somebody else. I promise you, he gonna listen. Y'all have a blessed day.